basic.
So, ladies and gentlemen, I want to say thank you to my friend David. He came all the way out today to hang out with me because he knows I've been having a shitty 42 hours. Not only have I been in an accident, he's just saw all the bruises and scars. And he can verify, mind you, he can verify in the comments if he wants to. Like, yeah, doesn't look good for Panda. The guy really fucked me up, everybody. Oh. So, ladies and gentlemen, I want to say thank you to David for always respecting my common ground, what I have accomplished and what I'm trying to do. I'm actually happy that I met him at McLaren because he was mind you, all this time he's the most sensible. But I think I just finish my Long Island City tonight to show you the beautiful skyline. Look at that. Look at that, everybody. Look at that. Sorry, let me just stand here for a moment so you guys can see the skyline, like that beautiful color. Oh, she still wants to be in my front. Okay. You wanna go on a date? I'll babysit your dog for a while. Yeah, see, that skyline is just beautiful, bro. But I want to say thank you to David, man. Oh, what the hell? This came out of the socket? Oh, wow. I need to fix that now. Yeah, I just got my iPhone fixed today. So the repair shop is right here on Jackson Avenue. Let's go J Fix. I'm going to be honest with you guys. Like I said, I don't recommend going there after I called him 25 minutes before events, right? To make sure he can fix my phone because I'm not happy with the fucking knockoff screen he gave me, which I told him not to add that. So, not only he made me wait an hour more, but, you know, I told him, like, he's not going to get a good Google review since I'm a Google Elite. I'm sorry, you don't make customers wait over an hour because you don't have the display in hand. So, ladies and gentlemen, the time that I waited is because he never had the display. Because, mind you, he had to get the display from his boss. His boss had a legitimate display because his boss, or he did, as I educated him, knew that what I was talking about, the display, ladies and gentlemen, you cannot put an iPhone 14 display on the iPhone 14 Pro. That's what he was doing. That's why he said there's two models. And I keep telling him, you only could put the 14 Pro Super Retina display, OLED display, on the iPhone 14 Pro, 15 Pro, 16 Pro, and Max. You can't put a lower... Think about it. There's no such thing as a second display for the iPhone Pro Max, right? So you have to give the person to the legitimate screen. But when you have the same phone, the same size as the 14 Pro or 15 or 14, you can literally, it's the same thing. What is it? Well, for the 14, it's 6.1, right? But you're trying to compensate a 6.3 display on the iPhone Pro on a 6.1 display. This is why the bezel on the bottom, mind you, ladies and gentlemen, I got a video of this. The bezel on the bottom was so big. I was like, this is a 6.1 display for an iPhone 14. You can't put an iPhone 14 display on an iPhone 14 Pro because the iPhone 14 Pro's chips and mechanism is meant to run Super Retina. Oh, This is why I did not want to do this repair at this Long Island City at Jay's Fix. I'm sorry, but he's not experienced. He's not knowledgeable about hardware. I just think he's just focused on, because he knows how to repair it, but he's not keeping up to date with the technology. This is why I told him, you should be thanking Louis Rossman for your ability to do third-party repair. And you disrespected him for not educating yourself over this time. As a third-party repair, you should be educating yourself in educating how Apple updates their software based on the hardware that you're supposed to be repairing. That's why the hardware is still saying ungenuine. Even this Retina display is still saying ungenuine because of the display that he gave me before. So, ladies and gentlemen, he gave me a iPhone 14 display on an iPhone 14 Pro, which is not compatible. iPhone 14 Pro and 15 Pro and 16 Pro and Max are compatible for Super Retina displays because they are programmed and designed for that. Not the iPhone 14, not the iPhone 15, not the iPhone 16. Maybe, mind you, there is some varieties, some differences between the iPhone 15, 16 displays. But when it comes down to contrast, super OLED display, no. There are the differences. This is what Apple has in category. This is why this technician today still charged me over $200 for the repair. Knowing that he wasted my hour time, he made me wait. Knowing that you didn't have it. Mind you, it's supposed to be a 15-minute repair. It turned out more than an hour and 15 minutes. So take it with a grain of salt, everyone. And I have video and evidence to prove it because it's right here.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm waiting to get this phone repaired again. So, my colleagues and I do not like the phone's display is causing. And I already got a fucking talk down. Yo, the cat is really rigging down my throat. I'm supposed to be at fucking work. And now.
So, I was called in today. This is why I was upset too. Someone asked me to do some services for the city of New York, and I told them I was in the middle of fixing my phone. And a captain from the 90th decided to call me and say, hey man, you've been doing a lot of video in the subway. We want to know if you're available to maybe follow some officers and such, right? And I was like, yeah, well, right now I'm trying to get my iPhone fixed. And right now I did get it fixed, but I'm in the middle of not trying to get it refixed again. So, yeah, I missed an opportunity because of this shit. So I'm pretty pissed off about it, you know?
Papi. Yo. My man.
But everyone, see, I'm cool with everyone in the park. You see, everyone's so cool with me. I'm cool. Because it should be peace. But I just want to talk to you guys for a second. Because, like, this guy literally made me wait an hour and 23 minutes in total. Keep that in mind. And he still charged me. Mind you, I still got the receipt right here. This is the cash. This is the electronic. This here is the electronic receipt. Because I told him I want a receipt. And this is the receipt he provided me. I want you guys to get his phone number and everything. This is the receipt he charged me for the electronic, because I gave him cash. Just want you guys to see. Receipt number 3278185. Phone number 347-592-64363. Sorry. And I'm sorry, I'm giving him a 2.5 star. You do not, first and foremost, ladies and gentlemen, I called you 25 minutes prior that I'm going to come back and get my phone fixed properly. I don't want this bougie phone display because it's shutting off my phone when I make phone calls. It's crashing everything I'm doing. It's blacking out, which you can tell It's not compatible. He knew. He was just trying to get over. He knew. Come on, man. Any fucking technician, Louis Rossman, can you verify this, please? You cannot put an iPhone 14 display on an iPhone 14 Pro. You're going to run into issues. It's not a Retina display. It's not a Super Retina display, OLED display, sorry. The iPhone 14 has an LED display. That's what he put on my fucking iPhone Pro. How stupid was that, everyone? Yeah, he did it. That's what he did. And there was a large bezel on the bottom, which, that's why I was like, that's a 6.1. This is a 6.3. How the fuck? iPhone 14 Pro resolution is a 6.3. But you know what? I digress, everyone. I spent the money, I got the phone fixed, but I got ripped off, basically. He should have just not charged me at all and said, you know what, we even. Because you came back, I made you wait an hour and 15 minutes. I'm sorry, I can't charge a customer in that capacity. I wasted your time, I gave you a product knowing that what you asked for was to get the data off it and to display everything. But when you started having shutdowns and ransom problems and restart problems, that's a no-no. That's a no-no, friend. That's a repair, third-party repair. You should know better than that. And that's why I told him in his face, never do that. Never do this again. Promise me, because I will come back. I will ask, did he give you a third-party display? Because, ma'am, you're going to run into problems. I'm pretty sure you are running into problems, but you didn't run into it as frequently. If you've seen the display about incompatibility hardware, you're going to see more than once. Trust me. If your Apple iPhone is telling you this is not a genuine phone, expect it to show you problems. But with that said, everyone, get a genuine iPhone OLED Super L8 OLED display for your iPhone 14 Pro, 15, 16, and that includes all Max models. Do not listen to a technician and tell you, there's 2 versions of this display for your phone. There's only one version for Pro and Max. That is Super Retina OLED display. There's no such thing as a second option. There's a Chinese knockoffs that are not certified, bro, and Apple does not approve that. If you go to Apple's website, you can see Super Retina OLED display. Doesn't say, you can downgrade display. Does it say that? No, it does not say that. It does not say that at all. So why are these aftermarkets charging you $130, $140 for that kind of screen that has no perfect contrast? Today, everyone, I got a video of this. The contrast was awful. The lag was terrible. You're trying to give me chromal syndrome, bro. You're trying to give me a headache? The lag was so terrible, everybody. There was no fluidness. There was nothing when you swipe. The app slowed. When you press the app, you waited 2 seconds before it opened up. That's how bad it was. So, yeah, I do not recommend going to Jay's Fix in Long Island City. He charged me a full fucking price, bro. After me waiting over an hour and sitting there talking to another Frenchman, by the way. No, I do not recommend it. It's terrible service, and mind you, I shouldn't have to spend that much. He should have just charged me flat rate $130. Hey, I gave you all these problems. But no, he wanted to charge me $85 plus tax, or $80 plus tax. You charged me tax? You didn't charge me tax the first time. Think about that, ladies and gentlemen. You charged me cash $130. Now you charge me tax? Don't you think that's suspicious too? That's what I told him. Yeah, charge me. You the idiot. Because I could prove everything. You the guy that scam me into buying the screen. Mind you, I told you, I just want the data and display to show people what happened yesterday. And I told you I was going to upgrade the screen later on. And like I said, when I reviewed the screen on this phone, I told you in that live stream, I think I'm going to have to go back in the next 20 minutes to 45 minutes because I'm having issues with the screen. Even when live streaming, it doesn't look good when live streaming. So with that said, everyone, it's a nice day in New York City, and yeah, I spend too much money for bullshit services, and I'm sorry, but Louis Rossman, you gotta talk to your third-party repairman. They can't be doing that to customers. You call them 25 minutes prior of showing up, you show it, they make you wait another hour. Because they didn't have the display installed. Then why did you tell me it was okay over the phone to come back? See? That the liability, the responsibility, the professionalism. No. And mind you, you have a guarantee of 15-minute repair. Mine was not a 15-minute repair, so mine should have been free because you never guarantee it. See? That's why I win all the way around. That was unacceptable, and I recorded it off my iPhone and the Android, how bad your screen was. And you knew you was trying to get over me. Knowing that I knew you were, because all I wanted was to do something on the phone. But take it with a grain of salt. This is a scam that third-party repairs do in New York City. There's only one screen for Pro and Pro Max iPhones. That is Super Retina display. There's no such thing as a downgrade screen for those models. They just put in the iPhone 15 screen on it. If you own an iPhone 15 Pro, if you own an iPhone 16, they just put an iPhone 16 screen on the iPhone 16 Pro. That is a ripoff. You're not utilizing the Retina display or the color accuracy or the color rendering of how good those OLED displays are. They just conned you and ripped you off and made you believe that you're buying the original screen when you're actually not. Like I said, there's no such thing as a second version of those model screens. There's only one version. That is Super Retina. Period. Nigga, you better be wearing body armor. Making that kind of threat. Get the fuck out of here. I'm gonna smack you across your face, boy. Don't ever threaten me. You know who I am? Better stop it, boy. You see that, everyone in the comments? I better be wearing body armor. No, you better be wearing body armor. This is New York. Who you threaten here? You see that? You see that, YouTube? You allowed that kind of comment on my channel? You see what I'm saying, YouTube? You see it, audience? This is YouTube going past my filter system, my keyword filter system. Why is it YouTube allowing threat comments to, mind you, bypass all the hate? They should have detected this was a very violent text, like you detect everything else. For instance, if I type, "Ooh, I like a big fat booty," they would flag it. I swear, they would flag it. But you won't flag, "You better be wearing body armor." Really? Thank you, YouTube. You just proved that you don't work. This is my audience. You want to support the channel financially and directly? So there's a PayPal, Cash App, Venmo. Simple as that. Simple. Other than that, I'm just taking the time out for your week. It's the Labor Day weekend. Sorry. It's Labor Day weekend. And I was like, wait, why is everyone barbecuing for? And I'm like, oh, it's that time. But I want to show you my receipt. I do have a physical receipt too. Look, to add to this 210, look, no. to add to the 210, everybody, you can see there's an extra $87.10 to the charge. So I'm just giving you guys context that I spent a lot of money getting this iPhone fixed. Now tapped. And the reason why I got the money is because I made the person that hit me with the cycle or the moped, let's just say, mind you, the Mexican guy, if you didn't see my video earlier, he made him give me money. Yeah, people were there and they saw everything. They made him give me money. They said, nah, man, you're not leaving here without giving this dude. I got all these bruises and yeah, it's kind of fucked up, right? But take it with a grain of salt. But thank you everyone for supporting. I love you all. Thank you everyone, Yuki, for the cash. Thank you, Michael. Thank you, Alicia. Thank you everyone for supporting this channel. But right now we're tapped, officially tapped because of this phone. Could have done better other things with that. This is why NYPD has to crack down on illegal driving these mopeds. The guy had no license plate. He didn't want to show any identification because he did not have any identification. He did not want to show, but yeah, no ID whatsoever. That's why people stepped in. It's like a hit and run situation. So, and I can't use my other phone because it's not, listen, Samsung throttled that phone so bad. This is why I only use it as an HD recorder or a black magic recorder. That's all. I don't use it for cell phone service. I don't barely have an encounter on that Samsung device because Samsung throttled it pretty bad. So, but ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching. Thank you for supporting, but I'm out of here. See ya. Oh, like I said before, do not trust third-party fucking repairman anymore when they tell you there's 2 models of a Pro iPhone display. There's only one version, bro, and that is fucking Super Retina. If you can't afford Super Retina, save up your money. Do not ever let them install a 14, 15, or 16 model on a Pro model. That is ridiculous, bro. And he knew what he did was stupid. And I can prove it, bro. This is why, man, I try to give you the benefit of the doubt. But I told him, I'm going to give you a bad review. This is unacceptable. You're not on my time, I'm trying to make money as someone like you. You're trying to hold me up when you, sir, got the call 25 minutes ago and was informed I was going to come back. So you should have been prepared. But he wasn't. I had to wait because I never had a Super Retina display in stock. I had to wait for the boss man to bring it in the car because he was double parked when he pulled off. And mind you, you have surveillance camera of this. Your boss gave me some materials also to give to you. I'm not your chauffeur. I'm not your doorman. I'm not your chauffeur. I'm kind. I'm a civilian. But if you want to give your colleague something, you give it to yourself next time. I was being gestured. I was being nice. Because you guys already took my money to get the phone fixed. So, yeah. With that said, everyone, I'm going to rate Jay's fix in Long Island City a 2.5. Unacceptable that I had to wait over an hour, a total over an hour, when you got the call 25 minutes prior. And spend transportation. Thank you. Appreciate it.